not know how to balance a goddamn thing. At fucking all. This PlayStation, my final playtime. It's just bullshit.
It's a game where it's like. One of the
That's right.
like oh,
And then they made version.
That one, she does not stop.
Hello,
She
hello,
does
hello,
not
hello.
stop. Does not stop.
Oh, what's up, cat? I don't know what you want over there. But, hey, what's up, what's going on, everybody on stream? What's up? What's
To
up?
do anything.
Hello.
What I did is I found a cheat code where, hey, hello. Basically, I found a cheat code where if you activate the one thing where it says it takes your MP instead of taking your HP,
oh yeah.
but you have the infinite MP on because, you know, you're in the easy mode.
Oh yes. Well, that'll do.
And even then, the final Garland, as in when you play as Warrior Light and you fight Jack, he has an insta kill move that gets through that.
Of course.
Fuck you.
It's
God.
good times.
I'm done. I'm never going back. Never again. Ever again. Fuck chaos. Fuck chaos. All right. Are we up? Are we live now?
Yeah,
Been
I think
live. We've been
everybody
live.
heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
Hi,
live
everybody.
For 3 minutes. Hello. Welcome,
He's
welcome,
upset.
welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, hey, what's up? Welcome to episode 9.
Yo.
Season 2 of Henshin Academy. What? Yep. You might be asking what we're doing. Don't worry about it. It's not
Ranting.
Psych, I lied. We're catching up on superhero time. Kinda, sorta.
Yay!
We're just gonna give you our general thoughts on where things are so far. That's what's on the docket for today. Before we get into that,
Indeed.
I have a little news. Oh, and about last week, you'll see it when it's uploaded to YouTube when we talk about the tropes. A fox killed me. I'm going to blame the fox because it was outside and it was the thing that was looking at me.
It was Geets. It was just Geets.
Whether it was the weather or an actual fox messing with stuff, episode cut off halfway, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I may just break down stuff in an actual separate video whenever I feel like it. But until then, you can always catch what you can on our Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
I will
We
upload
are
more video
here.
game content eventually to my YouTube. I just need to make a thing first, and it's almost done. Almost done. They've seen the preview, okay, so it's not a surprise to them. Cool.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, what we're gonna do today is just catch up on our thoughts and stuff. But until then, we got news. So, take it away, Jukebox. Episode of Jukebox
Yo.
Chat, and also the old man Frag. Not an old man anymore. He's a Gundam pilot. Specific kind, really. It's in his name.
He's also a spoiler. We'll get to that.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But until then, while we chat amongst, ourselves in chat, watch Team Geo versus Team Ghost just cause. Anyway, Take it away, Jukebox. What you got going on today?
All right. Well, we do have a little bit of sad news. I kind of wanted to just start with that, and not necessarily get out of the way, but favors way. We lost another voice actor. Rest in peace, George Lowe, aka Space Ghost.
He is truly the Space Ghost.
God damn it, Frag.
Honestly, I expected somebody to say it.
I mean, I thought we all were thinking. No, he'll be missed because some of those are absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. Good times.
Good times.
Very much a time capsule of when it was being made, though. So.
Oh, absolutely. But you know, no, it's a part of our childhoods mostly. So, yeah. Dang. All right.
I just realized Ruka changed their name to. It's kind of hilarious. Because also
yes.
the model like Frank.
What are you talking about, Echo?
I just looked in the Discord and I was like, oh, Ruka changed their name.
Oh yes, that's it. That's the news.
That's not news.
I thought you had something to point out that she posted or he posted.
No, it was just a random observation. Anyway.
All right. Anyway, actual news. Let's go to Spike Time.
Last week?
We said Monster Hunter came out last week.
Okay,
Monster Hunter Wild. We said that came out last week.
Okay, yeah.
I remember. You guys are still playing it. So,
yeah, you know.
Hope everyone's having fun with that.
You know what else came
out?
Split Fiction.
Are you trying to tell us?
Split Fiction came out like 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Check out. That's Hazelight's new game. The guys behind It Takes Two. It's great.
See,
Well, I haven't played Split Fiction yet, but I'm sure it's been getting good reviews.
I thought this was about to be a whole different conversation. My fault.
Are we not talking about the Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster release?
That also came out.
Probably.
There's been a lot of things. Suikoden 1 and 2 remastered. Let's go.
Kind of a big deal.
Yes. I'm sorry, there were a lot more releases than I thought about, okay? It's the first one that came to my head. Alright.
The first one came to your head was not Suikoden 1 and 2? How could you dare? All 108 stars of destiny are hanging their heads in shame.
Yes. Baki's getting the game. By the way.
It's Punch-Out, sort of.
It's Punch-Out.
Sort of Punch-Out.
Punch-Out inspired. Baki Hanma, Blood Arena. Also, Demon Slayer's video game's getting a sequel. I don't know if we said that last week. Nor do I care.
I don't think we did.
It's just Storm 2, but with Demon Slayer characters instead.
Woo.
I sigh because I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, Demon Slayer fans.
That's
you can
fine.
Fight me in the comments. I do not care. Platinum hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah.
It was inevitable. I think everybody here called it. I was probably the last person holding out hope.
Oh,
after
but I knew in my bone of hearts that it was never going to happen. But yeah.
Well, let's give them the details.
So Platinum Games updated their page, their website, and they removed Project GG, and I think a bunch of other stuff. But the significant one for us is Project GG, which was going to be their Ultraman
inspired game
of Beautiful Joe. What?
Cut out.
You cut out, yeah.
Oh, I'm cutting out because I'm looking up the article.
Their Ultraman inspired game, Project GG, which was headed up by Neki Kamiya, who gave us some fun games like Beautiful Joe and the Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
Bayonetta and Astral Plane.
And Okami. Don't forget Okami, because that's what he's working on now. He's back to Okami with Capcom.
Yep. So, no idea what's going on with that.
He work on God Hand? Did you mention God Hand?
No.
I want to say he might have worked on that too, because that was Clover, and I think he was part of that gang.
But it is sad.
He's definitely a part of the Clover gang. Let me see.
Did he work on?
Worked on Resident Evil. He worked on Devil May Cry.
So, yeah. Well, no more project.
I think he was with Clover for all of his stuff. Let me see.
He may not have worked specifically on. Well, I mean, he may not have worked specifically on God Hand, but he definitely. I know he was involved in Beautiful Joe and was like the head honcho.
He was the Japanese voice of Godot. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright Godot. What?
Why not, right?
You know what?
I don't see God Hand specifically listed on his wiki though. So.
But yeah, sorry.
He may not have directly worked on that. Oh well.
We'll never get.
Oh, I like how his new company is Clovers, plural.
Yes.
Good for him.
Maybe he'll take Project GG over there.
It might happen. It might have a different name. I mean, Project GG, I think, was always going to be kind of a tentative name anyway. But
right, yeah.
Still, yeah, I don't see God Hand mentioned specifically, but that's okay. Play God Hand. Oh no, he was working on Scalebound. Oh Jesus.
Yes, that was a platinum thing. Yep.
Of course. Oh, that's right. He did Soul Cresta, the shmup that nobody played. Oh, crying shame because it's actually mad good. It's staggeringly good, but nobody played it except for me and like 5 other people who care about shmups. There weren't many of us.
Sucks.
Well, well, back in the day, every game was a shmup at the end.
I mean, yeah.
Back in the day.
A bunch. It's true.
All right. You have that. Any other gaming news you guys can think of?
Nope.
Before I move on to some Toku Swag.
Well, for anime news, which is tangentially related to Toku, a certain someone who wants to be a common writer is getting animated. Yeah, I forget the actual name. But there's a teaser trailer for it, and we can watch it if y'all want.
Sure, if you want to put it up. Tanzaburo Higashijima.
Yeah.
Tanzaburo Higashijima. Okay.
All right.
I'm trying. Okay.
Do your best.
It's not you. It's just that's a name.
Yeah, that is. I'm here, chat. You can watch it with us in a second. In a second. Get it from these guys.
Quick was win.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay, come on.
Also, they're yelling at the cat. So they're gonna come yell at me in a second. I already know it. Great. So here you go.
All right.
Flex.
Something 40.
He's some guy. He's not a side.
He's just a buff dude with a mask.
He did average.
And beat up a bear.
Shit out of me. No reason.
And that's it. That's all we get.
Who knows? Maybe he'll get hit by a truck and be a sick guy. the circle will be complete.
Don't ask me how that happened.
Oh, we're on the CCG
No, we're
finals.
not. We are not. We are not. See, I got out of there. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, someone wants to be a common writer. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
They had some bangers back in the day, man.
You mean like Pokemon songs? Yes, some of them
Yes.
were bangers.
They were bangers. But anyway, there you go. Let's see. What else we got?
We got a list of Toku swag that I've been trying to get to for a while.
Oh yeah, Toku swag.
All right. First of all, Surumi finally gets a HG Girls figure. Yay!
Good job.
Finally get a Geats representative in that line. So, woo. She got skipped over because they wanted to do the girl from Shin Kamen Rider during that year, which is dumb.
Huh.
But hey, good to see she's back. She's in now.
I agree. I think we've made it pretty clear that we did not like Shinkai very much.
Abundantly clear.
Right.
Not only like just on its own merits, but like particularly as like an entry point to Kamen Rider in general. Just
True.
Mm.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we're getting a complete selection modification Dengasher from Deno. Deno's sword. It does not turn into multiple things. It does not have 4 forms. I am upset.
Lame. Even if
I am upset that it does not transform.
Even if they were stubby and not like full sized. Whack.
I know.
was kind of hoping. I wasn't going to buy it anyway, but I was kind of hoping, and I would have been tempted at that point. Oh, well. Does it at least have a magnetic string so that you can throw the sword at
No.
people and make them have a bad time?
I would be very surprised if it did. I'd be happy, but I'd be very surprised.
Then, Cake King.
King? Cake King. That's what you're saying. Yes, SH Figure Arts Cake King from Kamen Rider Gav. We got his first upgrade.
Yeah, his.
I mean, it's cake form. It looks good. So.
Still kind of crazy how the ice cream's his, I guess, super form.
Yes.
I mean, they'll once they get over the current plot art where he's tired all the time and can't maintain the form for more than like 30
Because
seconds.
his boyfriend hates him, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not hates him. It's just there. It's awkward right now between them.
Yeah. He's dealing with some ish.
Yeah. But we'll definitely talk about that pretty shortly, actually. What else do we have here?
Oh wait, no. Hold on. Correction. It does. It has a couple of modes. It does it. The Dengasher.
Okay.
I only see gun and axe though. I don't see rod. But that'd be really dumb if it didn't also have rod. So I don't know.
Rod kind of makes sense because that's the long, weird one.
Yes.
Did we ever talk about that trademark?
You need an additional dongle or add-on in order to make it. Whereas the axe should just work, and the gun should just work, and the sword should just work. But the rod has like a weird thingamajorb. That's
True.
like double the size. That doubles its length or whatever. So I kind of get it. Sorry, you were saying, Echo?
I was saying, we ever talk about that trademark from last week? I
We'll
know I
have to
put it
be
in. I know I put it in the Kamen Rider thread.
You mean the one for the trailer that we just watched?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I can't read it. I can't read it. Okay.
It's literally just the dude wants to be a commoner.
All right. I just wanted to make sure, cause like, I'm checking all the news and stuff, man, making sure we got everything. Don't mind me.
I will mind you, Echo.
That's messed
You
up.
will be
Man.
on my mind.
That's messed
Oh,
up.
it can do boomerang mode as well. Huh. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the CSM Dengasher. I
Oh.
still don't see Rod, so yeah. It looks like it can do everything except Rod, which as Frank was saying, makes sense.
It's kaiju time because I almost forgot.
It is kaiju
Who
time?
dis?
Hey, Blue.
It's Blue. What's up, buddy?
Black man.
But we got some kaiju news. Frag, I don't think we talked about the original Godzilla manga last week, so I'll say it now.
I do not believe you guys did, so.
Yeah, so
No.
Also, because that's news, it literally just came out this week, so. Yes, you guys did not talk about it last.
I'm getting my times and stuff all the way messed up this week. Thanks. Daylight savings. Anyway,
So
a new
Is that
original.
daylight
Godzilla
savings
manga.
fault or is that number 28's fault?
What?
How dare she?
These allegations will never be beat. Anyway, a
Anyway,
new original Godzilla
original
manga.
Godzilla manga will start on May 27th, 2025 in Young Champion.
There you go.
The manga and mecha designer is Ishiguchi Ju. The Godzilla design is Nishikawa Shinji, by Nishikawa Shinji, who... Is that the guy who did... No, that's not the guy who did Zone of the Enders. Is it? I know that name, though. And then there's a new space monster they're going to be introducing, and that's being designed by Maruyama
Ooh.
Hiroshi.
New monsters.
Yeah,
I see. Never before seen
I'm
monsters.
interested.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find. Nishikawa Shinji is very familiar. Oh,
Uh-oh.
he's the one who did the Heisei Godzilla designs.
Oh.
So we gonna look like a cat. He gonna look like a cat. He gonna have them chubby cheeks. He's gonna be a cutie.
He's gonna bite Echo furiously.
Yes, much true.
I don't.
He's an old
Echo.
hand. Ishiguchi Ju, I do not know the name though.
And in sadder news for kaiju updates, y'all remember Gamma Rebirth?
I wish we didn't, but we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What started out so well ended so bad.
Yeah. Classic example of when you overthink having a twist and your twist ruins everything because it's not a good twist.
True.
But yeah, so they're doing a re-release of the series, and it's going to be basically all the episodes are going to be it's instead of being 6 long episodes, it's going to be 12 normal length episodes.
Yep.
And they're going to air it on Japanese television. I forget which channel. There is going to be some editing being done, but I don't know the extent because they showed.
They're not going to change entire plot, though. Which
No.
Well, they might.
It would be nice.
It was a shit because let's face it, it was a shit show.
It
True.
would be nice. It would be nice because it was so good.
But they probably won't.
Yeah.
They probably won't. But it does look like they've spruced up some of the monster designs, at least the ones that I think were from the episodes that it looked like they were taking from. So there might be some tweaking, but otherwise, it's a show that had pacing issues as it was, so I don't know how much it's going to really help. But the main reason is because nobody watched it on Netflix. So they're like, well, we want to get a return on our investment, so we'll put it on syndicated television channel. And
well, it has. How long has it been since that? Because it's been a while. It's been a couple years at this point, right?
A year or two, I think.
A year or two. About a year or two.
I think it might only be a year, actually. Nope, September 7th, 2023. So a year and a half, call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Incidentally, that other the manga and mech designer is the person who worked on one of the Gundam Seed mangas,
Uh-huh.
which is why I didn't
Oh, for the
recognize the
Godzilla
name.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for the Godzilla
Cool.
thing. Sorry, I didn't recognize the name, so that tracks.
It's all good. Um, I think
Anything
that's
else?
it. I think that's it.
I
Uh,
want to say we good.
all right.
Those might be
Yeah,
the ones that
believe.
got released in the. Oh no, that's never mind. Forget it.
Oh, oh,
Carry on.
oh. For cartoon news, anyone who's like ever watched Jellystone, that one show where it's just like a bunch of Hanna-Barbera characters living together in a city. Yeah, that new season's out, and they got the Cartoon Network crossover. So it's like two sets of cartoons from different generations just fighting it out. I need to watch it because it looks
Okay.
funny. It looks funny. So I've heard good things about Jellystone, so this is good.
Well,
Childhood's getting ready to scrap it out. Why not?
what era of Cartoon Network are we talking about? Like,
2000s,
okay,
early 2000s,
the good era. Gotcha.
essentially. Yeah. Like the only clip I've seen is Bubbles smacking the newer version of Bubbles into the ground, and that was the funniest thing I've seen.
Speaking of the Powerpuff Girls,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
It's we
right.
so
have to.
I
Sort
We
of.
have to.
so
You know
I
what?
don't.
Yes. Why
Sort
not?
of Goku. It counts.
So
Oh,
I don't know how
yeah.
many
Indeed.
people had heard a while back about the CW adapting a not so much a reboot, but more a weird continuation
Of the
of the
Powerpuff
Powerpuff
Girls.
Girls,
They took
and they
Donald
went
Faison.
through with
Oh
shooting the
no.
pilot, all that. They tested it, and it had such negative testing that they scrapped the project in its entirety. So the pilot that they shot was just indefinitely shelved. The trailer for it was never shown. Well, somehow the trailer got out and was posted online, and we finally had the look at what the show kind of would have been, and oh boy, was it a fucking mess. Um,
I don't want to roast it
no, we're gonna
because
roast it. Um,
no, no,
they
no.
had
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I don't want to watch the trailer again because
no,
it was bad.
they had
Ugh.
Professor Utonium is black and played by Faison Love,
No,
which in
Donald
and of itself
Faison.
is not
Donald
a
Faison.
I know.
Donald
Like I
Faison.
was like, that's an interesting choice.
I
I'm
was,
okay with
I
Yeah,
this.
was. Donald
It's then
Faison
that
is
everything else
hilarious.
happens in the trailer.
yeah.
It's
Donald
like,
Faison
oh,
wasn't a bad choice. It was you had Bubbles as the ditzy blonde, so you kept her character the same. You made Blossom Asian,
As a
which
child.
is as a child, but Chloe Bennett is half Asian as an adult. It's just the child was very Asian looking
Yeah.
as a like if you were gonna age her up, that's not Chloe Bennett is not the choice that you would or not the picture you would have in your head. But it makes it worse because the stereotype around Asians is
She's the
they're
smart
very
one.
smart, and you make the very analytical Powerpuff Girl Asian, then fucking Buttercup
Was black.
oh, was black, so the angry, problematic child is black.
Is black.
but
They
also a firefighter, so
Yeah, apparently they what was it? They killed Mojo and then just like ended up.
No, no.
I
So it
don't think
gets
they even
worse.
killed him. He just like it was some unfortunate accident.
Mojo Jojo is two people.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
father son,
yeah,
Mojo and Jojo.
yeah. It's not a monkey anymore. Speaking,
That's a
so you just
mistake.
reminded me of that scene in Jellystone because I also saw that clip. They, they're like, you know what? I'm tired of fighting the villains every week because then we're just gonna beat them up again. I wish we could smack them into another universe. Buttercup's words, by the way. The girls do a combo and smack Mojo Jojo into the Jellystone universe. I'm just saying, it's crazy work. All right, back to the actual CW failure of the Powerpuff Girls.
Like they leave. Bubbles is out here selling fake wigs. Buttercup is a firefighter. I forgot what the hell Blossom's doing. But then they come back to Townsville, and I guess kind of reconnect, become the heroes of Townsville again while dealing with their adult lives.
It's oh my gosh. I wouldn't come back to Townsville. I'm not
It,
gonna lie.
it
Do
could
y'all?
be more tedious if it and mediocre if it tried, but I think it would have had to really work at it. Like it is it's shocking because like the entire time all you could really think was I could really think was this is certainly the quintessential CW show,
Right.
which is not really a compliment. It probably was going to be unwatchably terrible, but it would have been no worse, I feel, than most of CW's offerings at the end of the day, which is to say, not great.
I
Uh,
honestly believe it would have been one of those shows where it was so terrible that it was good.
Yeah, I think it's possible
this
that that
is,
could be the case.
I, listen, I wouldn't come back to Townsville, bro. I'm sorry. That's a town full of idiots. I'm just gonna jump to the cartoon here because I still remember they were sitting on a cloud yelling at Townsville, like, why don't you put a toaster in the bathtub? And this man's like, cause your toast will get soggy. I'm like, there's no way. There, there's no way. And they go on for this bit for like 2 minutes. It's yeah, I'm not helping Townsville. I ain't going back. They good. They good. They can all have their soggy toast. I can't. I,
I
why the
didn't even watch it,
Powerpuff
so
Girls?
I know Frag posted it here. I didn't. I'm not.
I've s-
You can't make me. You
it's
can't make
fine.
me.
Don't
I
torture
mean,
yourself.
we could
I'm not gonna
we
do
could
it. I'm
kick
not
down
gonna.
your door and like give you the Clockwork Orange treatment.
Oh God.
But
Is it really worth it for the Powerpuff Girls of all
dude,
things?
it's only a minute and a half. You just have to have the toothpicks in your eyelids for a minute and a half. You'll be fine.
It's one of those
Guys,
things
I'll
where
spritz them with a little water bottle. Don't
it's
worry.
one of those things where you look at it and you go, okay, so at least we know what we weren't getting.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things that's so laughably bad that you're kind of in the headspace of I kind of want to see what they were gonna do.
Yes. I regret
Uh,
to say that. Yes, the thought
it's
crossed my mind as I'm like, let them cook. You know, let them cook.
not
I want to
let them
see what they
cook.
cook.
I'm sorry, but I don't have that headspace. If I see bad thing, I'm just like, no, no, kill it, kill it, kill it,
Kill it with fire.
kill it with fire. I'm not.
This
I'm
is
so, it's very hard for me to stand bad things. Oh, I don't react to cringe well.
It's not even so much that it was cringe. It was just if you watch the Powerpuff Girls in any capacity, cringe was the reboot in 2016.
yeah.
And I didn't watch it.
Yeah. That's why she got smacked up by the OG Bubbles. In that little. I keep going back to Jellystone. Anyway.
Duke, to give you an example of why that one was cringe instead of what the live action would have been, in the 2016 reboot, they had these girls twerking.
With a panda. Twerking with a panda. And that weird self-insert dude who wanted to date Blossom. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had forgotten about that until you mentioned that. I had
Yeah.
forgotten.
In good animated news, there's a pilot. Uh, there's a pilot about a magical girl. In good animation news, it's actually really funny because it's called, what is it? Please, 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 I don't want to be a magical girl.
That tracks.
It's black, and she beat a dude with a lead pipe. The funniest shit. The funniest shit ever. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's actually really funny. She's like, I get to live my normal life. No, no, nah, you're a magical girl. Get your ass off that dirty ass floor.
start beating people with a pipe. That's her magical power.
It's like you don't have a star beam or anything. I mean, I probably do, but a lead pipe gets the job done. So like, I'm just saying, hit that dude in the shins.
They never expect the lead pipe. They're always, ooh, I'm going to do a fancy caper, or ooh, I'm an eldritch abomination from beyond the nameless void. It's like, and that's a problem solved. All a day's work.
So definitely
Problem
check that out.
solved.
Good animation pilot. It's a little pilot on YouTube.
I'll watch anything.
I got you. I got you.
If you already posted it, I'm dumb and blind and don't know.
No, I didn't post it yet.
Oh, I see how it is. You're holding out on me.
A little bit. All right, so now that that's done, is that all the news we got?
I mean, we just had one of the greatest episodes of Invincible so far.
Oh yeah,
The Invincible War happened, and it was probably their best episode. Now, I say that knowing what's about to happen in the next episode. But so far, that was probably some of the best animation since season 1, but I don't really be harping on animation like some of these folks do. The voice work was crazy. Like, the way that they adapted the Invincible War was probably some of the best comic to TV adaptations we've seen in a long time.
high praise. Yeah.
They did basically resolve it in a one and done, more or less like the comic does.
Yeah, it ended, and I had said to Tonto that the episode was probably going to end with Conquest showing up, and true to form, that's where it ended. Everybody kept, a lot of people who didn't read the comics were like, "Oh, I thought this was going to be like the entire season." It's like, no, if you look it up, it's one issue.
It's like one issue. It's a wild issue. Don't get me wrong. It's fantastic. It's just like, it is bonkers. But it's like, yeah, no, it's like they were moving right along.
So it ended. We got confirmation that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is playing Conquest.
Ooh, that's a choice. It's a good one.
Well, a lot of people didn't think he was playing Conquest. A lot of people thought he was playing Thrag.
I can see why you might think that, yeah.
Because me and Tonto were just talking about this. We had a different expectation for who was going to voice Conquest. We were looking at. He thought Banks was going to voice Conquest, but Banks ended up voicing Britt. Bradley ended up voicing the technician, so it left Jeffrey Dean Morgan being the one to voice Conquest. So then we started thinking, well, who's going to voice Thrag? Because in my head, for some reason, Thrag sounds like a black man.
Yeah, he's this big authoritative dude. Yeah.
Well, he also has the crispiest lineup in comic book history, too.
He does.
He ain't go to Supercuts.
So in my head, he sounds like a black man for no reason. But Tonto pointed out he thinks that Ryan Hurst, and if you don't know who that is Gary Bertier from Remember the Titans. He's also done a lot of voice acting. If you've watched Superman Man of Tomorrow, that was Lobo.
Okay.
See, we interested. I like voice acting.
I also said Phil Lamar as a choice, just for the range.
I mean, Phil Lamar can do almost everything.
Phil Lamar can do it. I mean, he's Phil fucking Lamar, dude.
He can do anything.
He can nail it. In fact, I kind of hope he does.
Think about if you heard Jon Stewart's voice come out of Thrag.
You gotta love it.
Or Bulby. But yeah, Invincible has not let off the gas. So Invincible fans are technically the ones that are kind of sane are eating good.
Yeah. you go. Yeah, the sane ones, cause like that's all I gotta say. I did this. I have a couple ideas for later on in the podcast episodes, but this one I do plan on doing like pretty soon. I want to rate the super forms for Sentai heroes. I do want to do
You
that.
mean like upgrades?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
You said performs. I started thinking Kamen Rider.
Right.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing for all Rangers, all Rangers. So I'll even throw in the Battleizers too from the PR side of things. Just wanna talk about the super forms. So that'll be an episode that'll happen. There's another thing I'm planning on during the summer. I will fill you guys in on that eventually. I just need to save up money.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna host something.
It's not just a thing, it's a thing that costs.
Costs me. You guys will be fine.
Alright.
Yeah, y'all will be fine. Speculate if you want. Speculate if
Echo finna get all 29 of them out on the corner to get his money.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, I'm sorry. I know you're partial to 7 and 13, so they're not going out.
whoa, whoa,
Blue is getting dangerously close to a line, I feel.
whoa. He's calling me a pimp. Listen,
I know.
listen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, so
Echo,
anyway.
we've seen how you swagger. We've heard how you swagger around.
What?
Dodging your cat, trying to just swagger across the room. We know you've got the pimp limp down. We know.
Not you two.
I got nothing. I'm out.
Frag off.
He saw
Hey,
Close
two, frag off.
and Marvel Rivals and immediately won.
I do want the cloak and dagger fit. I like it. All right, I believe that. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough. We're out of news now. I think. Yep. We're good. So.
I think so.
Yeah. So now it is superhero time. Because we're gonna discuss these shows so far. I want to start with Gyojuja.
Gojuja. We're
We
only
are-
3 episodes in, but yes.
Yeah, we're technically 3 episodes in. Three and a quarter, I guess, when you count episode 0. There will be spoilers discussed. For all 3 episodes so far.
Yes.
And episode 4 is probably premiering right now.
It already premiered. It's also they're going on break next week.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be. We got plenty of time.
They're gonna do both. Gav and Gozuja are going on break next week. They have some pre-recorded specials that they're gonna drop instead.
Oh, okay. You know what? We can get to the super power up episode next week then. That's fine. Yeah. I was gonna save it for later. All right. Appreciate knowing that we're going on break next week. So, Gyozuja. Got 3 episodes in, 3 and a quarter, I guess. And,
Well, Echo, when he says we're going on break next week, we're still going to be talking
yeah,
about the episode
we're
that
not on
premiered
break.
today.
My fault. Let me clarify for Chad. We're not going on break, but superhero time. Anyway, right. I yapped for a minute. I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, right. Goes Yuji. Anyway, how do we feel so far about the show? Anybody would like to?
I'll start. I'm intrigued. I'll say that.
Damn it, he stole my word.
I,
I'm intrigued. That's it. That's the word. There we go. Continue.
I am intrigued. There's definitely some stuff that I like about this whole setup thing. I like that it's not quite Gokaiger, even like there's a little bit of Gokaiger in just the fact that all the powers got split and we gotta collect all the powers again. I do like the fact they're changing it up a little bit by making it a battle royale thingy-madoo. So that makes it distinct in that way. I like her characters so far. I don't really hate any of them yet. I like Red more than I thought I was. He, based on the description, he was like, I thought he was just going to be like full delinquent punk, but there's a heart there, and I'm glad that you can that we're getting some moments with him. Show off his kinder side. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did it early.
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of a goober, but not tremendously goobery. He's kind of our straight man, which is interesting. Which didn't really feel like it was coalescing until episode 3 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it feels like, oh, okay, he's becoming our straight man of the group. He's still a bit of a goober and a weirdo, but that's par for the course because the show is extremely weird right now. It's a very odd one.
Yeah. No, it's very weird. I do like the fact that we are. I thought, because I think everyone kind of thought that how the Universe Warriors were going to be like an episode each, maybe. But no, they're sticking around, and it looks like they're going to be like major characters at least for an arc. I don't know how long we're going to be taking him out. Like, I don't know how long Momotaro is going to last. Like if he's going to be done within 10 episodes or what. But I'm happy he's sticking around because it's given us more varied antagonists than just the interdimensional invaders. Speaking of the interdimensional invaders, they're great. We've barely had any time with them, but Fire Candle is the man. Rip Cassius Bell. That man shouldn't have died. So sad.
Pour one out for Cassius Bell, dude.
Pour one out. Fire Candle's great though. I want to see more of him. Bouquet's all right. She's only really had one episode, and that's her being infatuated over Blue. So I'm really hoping that's not just her gimmick the entire show, but it will be.
Hopefully not, because I think that hopefully not. That seemed like it was just played for the popularity, dude.
I know, but yeah, I'm mildly concerned.
I understand.
Now we don't have a lot with Mr. Shining Knife and Mrs. Sweet Cake yet. They're just kind of there.
Yeah,
they appeared once.
An episode, and we have not seen them since.
Yeah. Alright.
So there's some intrigue going on there. I do kind of like that every character has some sort of weird backstory thing going on. And we're planting the seeds from that already. So, here's the rate that's all gonna get.
Shout out to the dude who said, I'm not watching this because there's no plot. Bro, shout out to that guy, because, like, we weren't watching the same show. Sorry to cut you off,
No, it's fine. We haven't really gotten to know Green and Pink yet, so I'm gonna skip over those two mostly for now. As for our Blue and Yellow, I don't know. I like Yellow. Maybe it's just because Yellow just busted in there with a freaking baby grand and just started playing hymns on the piano. But I like Yellow. Yellow's cool. For now, I really hope he doesn't do something that makes me absolutely hate him later. And Blue also is able to do the idol thing. So, 2 music characters for the price of 1. Thank you. Thank you, Gojuzer.
Yeah. Alright. It's I think I'll go next year. So we kind of had the lead up in episode 0, so we got the universe war with all all of the robots.
I think you cut out, Echo.
I did. Am I good?
I can hear you.
So far, so good.
Okay. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, alright, so starting from episode 0, we kind of got, again, our little setup for the plot here. I'm gonna call that dude out, like, every chance I get right now. Again, we got the universe war. Every Sentai robot was involved. They gave their powers up and everything. to help the
Bundario
Tegazord.
should not have been there. Bundario is just a guy.
What?
He should not have been there.
Boondario and Boon Diesel shouldn't have been there. Like everybody got caught. Like,
Like, I know, but in the grand scale of things, most of the Sentai mechs are like gigantic war machines designed for combat,
or gods.
literal gods, immensely powerful mythical beings. In some cases, they are just the Rangers.
Yeah,
But Bundario is just a guy.
Poor-
He's just a guy.
Poor Magi Rangers, cause they're
The Magic Rangers
they're
are
cooks.
pretty bad.
They're-
And the Don Bros. Magic
Oh.
Ranger and Don Bros.
Oh
Both.
yeah, oh gosh, imagine how strong you gotta be to mess with the Dawn Bros. Oh, yo, shout out to Toku Stats by the way, cause I have their win-loss records. I'm gonna post those.
Oh.
I'm gonna post those in superhero time. Not superhero times, Sentai thread. But yeah, they're going through it. If all the mecha got taken down, that needs to be a game. Episode 0. We watched that. Toei Bandai, good work.
I mean, it basically was. Those were some PS2 era graphics on that
It was
thing.
good, man. Like, yeah. But let's see if I got them all. Yeah. Well, almost all of them. I think we're missing blue and yeah, blue and gold. Okay, yeah, we're missing that. But anyway, with
Oh, you have Don Bros stats.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, with that going on, I'm just like, okay,
Wait,
I wonder what's going on. I don't
You
have.
didn't stats?
Yeah, I just put them in the Super Sentai thread.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't have blue and gold stats. If you have those, you can post
I
those.
don't think they posted gold yet, but I can double check.
Okay. Yeah, shout out Token Stats, man. 'Cause some of those stats be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. Valveran, Valveran, it confirmed you suck, by the way. Yeah! I just needed that. So yeah, anyway, we go from the universe war
I
to
mean,
episode
he doesn't
1.
have the worst win-loss record out there. Then again, the worst win-loss record is kind of taken by Dan Kuroto because he did die like 90. So, kind of hard.
Yeah, but at least Dan Kuroto isn't trash. He just kind of was selling on purpose. But yeah, jumping into episode 1, we get introduced to our Red. The way it's set up there, you're kind of like, I wonder where this is gonna go. It's kind of everywhere, but also he still got that focus, so it's cool, right? You see how rough it is for him to get a job and everything. Taya is technically there, but as a whole different character.
True.
Okay, yeah. So there's
He hasn't posted gold yet.
okay. There you go, Don Bro stats. If y'all want to look at those.
We have lost frag.
No.
Echo Green did the combo this week.
Oh God.
Wait, someone else finally got a combo? Let's go.
Yeah, they were fighting over blue, yellow, and red were fighting over Sword, so Green took it upon himself to do everything this week.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. So yeah, we get to see our Red deal with jobs. Taya's a different character, so I'll talk more about the universe warrior aspect in a sec. But like, I like what they did because, like Frag said, he's kind of our straight man. He's our entrance into the world of Gyozuger. That's fine, right? I dug that. Episode 2, we get a little bit more on his character. We get introduced to Blue and Yellow. They're fun characters, I'll say that. Although, our Blue Ranger pulled a Gokai Silver and Papa John's and started scamming old people.
He returned it though.
He did return it, so I'll give him that. He
After
returned it.
significantly cutting its value by writing all over it.
But he did return it, so I'll give him grace for that. But man, scamming old people is crazy work. I wonder what kind of person you'd have to be to do that. I turned to
Yeah,
look at the
Austin
camera.
St. John.
Well, yeah. Yeah. See, I looked at the camera. What's wrong with y'all? And they like every year they got. I'm gonna go on a quick tangent. Every year they gotta drop a video. Here's why we left Saban and Power Rangers. Him and Walter. Stop it. We know already. Let it go. Anyway, back to Kyosuger. Uh, that was like episode 2 was a neat episode when it came down to that. And then we get to episode 3. Boy, boy, oh boy. Why I don't know why we got Traeger in there for like Don Momotaro, and like he annoys me. He annoys me. I I need him to get his butt kicked. I really do.
Oh, oh boy,
Cause what the fuck? Uh,
he ain't getting his ass kicked in the next episode. I can tell you that much.
uh I need to look at the fight. But shit going down. With that, I can't wait honestly to see what else comes from Gyozuji. The fights are great. The fights are great. So creative. When it comes down to the setup of the actual fight itself, they definitely pay attention to fighting games. Or Bandai said, "Let us take over," because you got the intros between the combatants. They got that line of dialogue to set up, and then they got the fight type thing going on, and then so far, like Blue alluded to it with episode 4, where like a certain ranger will do the combos. For 3 episodes, it's been read, and they got the hit stun and everything. Like
Right, yeah.
they pay attention to fighting games. So Toei and Bandai, get it together, make the game. I will play it. I will play it. All right, but yeah, so far I'm interested. Intrigued was the right word, and it was the right word because I want to see where this goes. So far, so good. Also, the Universe Warrior thing, I'm glad they went with that. Really glad they went with that. Because things would have gotten so weird if they just had the actual Rangers up here. And it's just like, oh, I don't know how we're going to explain this. But alright. You know? So yeah, good job. Good job. I want to see where this goes. Blue Frag, your thoughts on Giljuju, the journey so far? Excuse me.
Uh, 3 episodes. Well, 3.25 episodes in. Uh, I mean, I'm just having fun at this point.
Honestly, yeah.
Like in all honesty, this is just it's I'm just having fun. I do like the fact that the Universe Warriors, whenever from what I've seen so far, or from what I can tell, that once they've transformed into their selected Universe Warrior, that when they use a different ring, it just grants them an ability associated with that
Yeah,
past hentai.
Oh yeah, because they did do that in episode 3.
in
Where,
Free, Don Momotaro pulled out the Jetman wings.
yeah.
Which, spoiler, he's technically winning the battle for number one right now.
I believe it. It's Don Momotaro. At the end of the day, it's Don Momotaro. Whether you like this version of him or not, it's Don Momotaro. Like, he that guy. He that
But
guy.
He may
Red
be that guy.
Red is literally a YN if you think about it. He's just got a little bit more of a conscience. Um, you've got Blue. Blue is funny because I feel like that last episode where this man actually stole from old folks. I feel like they did that intentionally. Like we know a guy who do some shit like this, so
know a couple guys who do some shit like
yeah, there
that.
you go. Let's go ahead and make fun of him. Um, Yellow being committed to Sword as a full blown deity is funny. Um, Also, I want to know where he got the money to buy the cafe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like we have not talked about that at all. Like nobody has addressed where this man got the money from.
And why parfaits are so expensive for him? Like Jesus,
Right?
What is the acceptable price for a parfait?
Which funny enough, that's what I meant to look up was the conversion on that. Uh, that is $16 for a parfait in the United States.
Jesus.
No wonder she said that shit was expensive.
Depending on the size of the parfait, that could be about right in this economy.
Yeah, it depends on how snazzy he's making the parfait.
I
That's
ain't
got to
see
be
a
a
lot of
really
yogurt in
snazzy
the
parfait.
parfait.
Yeah, I didn't
That's the
see
problem. I ain't see a lot of yogurt in that thing.
a lot of a lot of fruit.
Um, I I find it funny that we've gone back to it almost seemed like with the way that the powers were working, for some reason I almost expected the five senses, but once this man Green was revealed to be able to reverse an age, I was like, oh, so we're just out here doing whatever. Um,
Oh
which
yeah,
get Don Bros vibes.
that's a good thing, by the way. Don Bros is hilarious. Uh, that's right. They got civilian powers this season.
True.
Ah,
So far, what's been confirmed this show is, Red's got smelling. He's got super nose. Blue has super hearing, that we haven't really seen that being used yet.
you just kind
Yellow's
of
got the
said
super strength. And then I believe we have the spoilers from a magazine scan about what Ever 2 are. You guys want the spoilers?
Well, like Blue already
Did
said
they
with
come out
Green.
with Black?
What?
They came out with what Black's powers were?
Yes. And no, Green's power is not just being able to become young.
It's not.
Well,
At least according to the scans I saw. Or,
the
yeah.
the episode explained today's episode spoiler that he was able to turn it made him switch to his younger self so that he wouldn't be left behind in this fight.
Because he's old.
Yeah, it was made so that he was able to keep up with everybody.
Oh man, the helmetless shot gonna go crazy.
Mm,
The helmetless
keep up.
shot is
Okay.
gonna go crazy. Cause like imagine we see the old dude in like just the old dude in the without the helmet. I'm gonna cry laughing. Make it happen, Toei. Then you can switch to the young
Anyway,
guy.
according to what I saw, Green has speed, and Black has telepathy.
Okay, so that's funny because if you I was gonna say it felt more like Red had speed as well.
Especially in that
I mean,
first
he's
fight.
got combos.
Especially in that first fight where he was zipping around.
No, not even in the first fight. Remember when he was messing with the robber.
Oh yeah! That's
He
right.
didn't even make the contract yet then, though.
Yeah, he was just
That would be just his natural ability. Remember, Red is not technically human, so...
Right. Right. So that's why I was like, is there more to that? Her having telepathy tracked with her profession.
yeah. We got a
Again,
little
that's
bit
just
on
what I heard.
her.
That's not... I wouldn't confirm that until it's said so in show, but that's just what I've been hearing. So,
It
just
does.
gonna put the disclaimer on that.
You know what? Yeah, appreciate the disclaimer. We did get a little bit of our Black Ranger too in episode 3. Just her interaction with the others so far, in that she works for one of our other universe warriors, or works under Don Momotaro as a
Yeah.
private detective. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, she calls herself a high-class luxury detective. Whatever the heck that means.
Close enough.
High class luxury detective legitimately is just private investigator. That's all she is.
Yeah.
She's a
Well, she want to make it fancy. Get paid. Yeah, but y'all continue. Yeah, y'all got that.
it's just I it's giving these first few episodes very reminiscent of Sentai, where the team isn't all together, um, which
Right.
I have no problem with. I like it when you kind of see the progression of a team coming together as opposed to just them automatically being together. Um, having having this be a battle royale season, very much so, giving me Geats vibes, which Echo knows I'm a fan of Geats. It jumped to my number 2 spot. Um,
You right. You told me.
so it's it's one of those things where it's scratching itches for me that I would want to see in Sentai, but I'm very curious as to moving forward. You're giving these kind of different vibes, like pulling these different vibes from different seasons. How are you going to make this story cohesive, and are you going to utilize the villains in the correct way? Because we have an established big bad for this season, or not so much established, but you have those villains for this season. Don't fumble them in the way some Sentai seasons have.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Because remember, a big part of Boom Boonger was they keep talking about the Big Bang Grand Prix, and we never see the shit.
True. True.
Oh, oh, that one hurt. That
So
one hurt.
if you're going
Me.
to bring up certain aspects of the season, follow through with those aspects. So we're not looking at it going, where the hell are they?
Or, or even worse, don't set up something to just completely be like, all right, you know what? Yeah, nah, we're not gonna do that. Like they did in Kira Major. I'm never getting over that, man.
Oh yeah. The
Never getting over that. The setup was there. It would have probably been a perfect season, and then they just went, nah, we're gonna backtrack on that. Don't do that. Don't.
Garza, that was his name.
Garza, yeah.
Yes.
Just please don't do that. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm still being cautious, and that's just me. I'm cautiously optimistic with Ghost User, but like I agree with both of y'all. It's fun. It's hitting the right beats, and I'm intrigued for show, for show, for show. Shout out to Frag because we stealing his word today.
But yeah, so it's just one of those things where I just 3 episodes in, scratching itches, just continue to build upon what these foundations that you've laid, so that we're not, you know, halfway through the season going, what now?
Yeah, agreed. Um, Frag, you got any more thoughts on
I
Yozu?
think it's pretty much been covered.
There we go.
I do have one other thing to bring up. Kind of, just a mild concern right now
Mhm.
is that this is a Sentai season, which is generally supposed to be about teamwork and all that fun jazz, and getting a team together and all that, like Blue is saying. But our basic premise is battle royale. There can be only one.
Numbo.
Those vibes don't really mesh. Like that's my one concern right now.
Oh, how they're
It's
gonna
really
make
no,
the
no,
number one
yeah,
work with the team dynamic? Okay, I can
yeah.
understand that. I can understand that.
Like
Well,
if we,
I do find it interesting that the Ghost users themselves Tega swords are gold versus silver, and that they are so fundamentally different that hopefully that aspect will be expanded upon as the season goes. Because I don't think the wish element is what we think it is.
yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Like it's very possible that this is all just a ploy by Take a Sword here to just get everybody's powers back after they were all split up.
Yeah,
So
how are they gonna go forward from here is what I'm also worried about. Cause like Uh, we d- the regular teams have to come back. They have to. The original teams is what I should say. They
Right.
gotta come back because the way in interviews and stuff they were talking about it, the Legend Warriors are they're not like our legendary heroes aren't necessarily legends because it seems like, oh, they've been retired, they've been killed off or whatever, and like you'll never see them again type thing. Where it's like, no,
That's why they changed the name to Universe Warrior.
yeah, like they exist, they're still doing their thing. They'll help out whenever uh it is called for, whenever kind of just put it in the story or whatever. Uh,
Yeah.
so
I don't know.
hopefully,
My little pet theory right now is Take a Sword just kind of like is just chilling, just promising these certain. Because I think the only one that Take a Sword actually appeared for are the guys with the gold ones.
yeah.
I don't think Take a Sword made a contract with anyone with a silver one. I think they probably just found their ring. That's my pet theory right now, anyway.
Okay.
And Take a Sword's goal is just create a team because he's a Sentai bot. Create a team that is able to gather the rest, and the best way he thought of that is, oh, I'll promise wishes. That'll work.
That'll work. And then their wish never comes true.
Well, no, it's gonna be a Wizard of Oz thing where you always had what you wanted.
Oh God.
Well, that's why I say the wish isn't so much what the end goal is, because again, based on the limited information that we've seen so far, but based on some of the stuff that we've seen from the characters, uh, Wolf's whole thing is finding his mother.
Is that was that confirmed to be his mom in
Was
the
it?
first episode? During that little flashback thing we do.
I think it was his mother.
Huh.
She was giving me sister vibes, but I don't know. It could be either.
So I
Family.
feel like it's more so just reclaiming what you've lost, which not really for Green, because that man got his youth back, kind of.
I know his wife mad as shit. Like, you keep
Yeah,
leaving.
like, you bastard.
You forgot me. That's crazy work. But yeah, man.
But yeah, no. Overall, there's a lot to like about Gojuzer so far. We are only 3 episodes in, so
Yeah.
they have plenty of room to either keep climbing the mountain or fall down that ditch.
Oh,
We'll
God.
just have to sit back and see.
Please don't do the thingy of being bad. All right. Enough about Gyoji.
But Echo, have you seen the ditch? Look how soft. Look how soft that dirt is. It's a very
No.
welcoming ditch.
Valvarad and Legend are in there. No. With Daiji and his character development. We just got Gates out of that hole, man. Alright. So, speaking of Kamen Rider.
I'm sorry. Gates went down in that hole and back out, and down and back up and down.
Yeah, he finally got back out. We're good. Because I feel like him climbing out of that hole was Toei just like nudging him back in there. Like, he's like, hey. He got his hand extended. Toei's like, nah. Nudges his head and he just falls backwards.
I'm just imagining Gates is climbing out of the hole and he gets to the top out of the hole and he looks up and you just see Toei there. Just Mr. Toei and just with a boot right at his face, just get back down there.
Like,
Just
bro.
stops him.
Oh, bro.
Like, we're not gonna do this. Alright, so. Alright,
Okay.
anyway, back to it. It's time to talk Gav. And how we feel so far about Gav. I know it's been a while since we actually talked about the show. Fully.
Yes,
But
I would say, just based on vibes here, we're probably like back to the Lackian debut. I think is the last time we talked about it, or I say Lackian, Lakia / Ram, somewhere around there.
okay.
I think.
Okay,
I think that's where we left off. I could be wrong.
that's fine. But that sounds about right. But it's been a while. We focused on Boom Boom and other things on the show, which is fine. It's fine. So we're just gonna talk about where we're at in Gav so far and our thoughts on it. And for me personally, I'm still cautious on Gav. It has not been bad. I just want that to be said. It has not been bad. I was already let down previously, okay? Because I'm probably like the only one here who relatively like Gotchard, despite the fact that it objectively is an average to below average show. Uh, and Valorant Legends suck. I complain about that all the time.
He does.
But I'm still cautious on Gav because so far it's been good, and I don't want to be let down to where I flip a table. All right, the character of Shoma and Hanto, bro, they just need to talk. They really need to sit down, go to couples counseling or something. Cause I don't know what's going on with these
Well,
two.
that's one of the best things is that they have talked. We've seen them talking, and it's
True, they did actually sit down and talk, but at the same time,
yeah.
there's still some things that they need to talk
There are
about.
still some things which I'll get to that when you're done. When I
Al-
discuss my own thoughts on it. So
Also, like Shoma, like I guess when him and Hanto are not in good spirits, this man can't make go,
Gochizos.
Goshijos. There you go. Goshijos. The little minions. He can't make those. They gotta be literally pried out of him. It's what?
Yeah. Apparently, his mental health is his digestion is very affected by his mental health, like more so than the average person.
So like I'm just it's good though. It's I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That rebuttal to Blaze was hilarious.
Oh, the war continues.
but but like again, I'm liking it so far. I do have one problem with this arc. One problem.
I think it's the same problem that I have. That I've
Okay.
been kind of starting to feel, but you continue, and I'll let you know.
Um, what's going on with the stomach family?
Yes, that is what.
That is my concern right now because this whole thing with Hanto, Shoma, Valen, and Bittergav, the whole Bittergav thing, evil clone saga. I guess that's what we're going with. Um, that's all good. Again, this is all well done. What's going on with our big bads in the background? Because we've got them set up. The whole first arc, we got them set up. Shoma ended up taking down, what was his brother or sister? Little brother, little sister?
Brother.
Okay.
Brother Shita.
Okay. So yeah, the brother died by Shoma's hands because we got Kate King and everything. It's just, what's going on with them now? Like,
Wait, no, it was a sister.
oh, it's
That's a
sister.
sister.
Okay.
I'm sorry because they wear
The
they're
same thing.
gendered. Yeah.
Yeah, they wear the same thing in like different order. Anyway, it's just
But no, it was his sister.
at least give us an update on what's going on with them and how they're related to this plot. It probably will all come together near the end, but right now it's just like, where are they? What's going on? Because
Yeah.
Revise did this and it was not good. It was not good. We're like, oh, well, what's going on with this? There's a background presence. Oh, Weekend.
To be
They
fair,
suck.
Revice completely resolved its plots, and
Yeah.
then we got a bunch of new random shit. At least here it's like, okay, we
Halfway
know
through
the
the
problem
show.
isn't resolved.
Yeah, that's what that like. Okay, so we're on the same page then. Good, good. We're on the same page. I just want a little update. I just want a little update. You don't gotta go crazy with it. You don't gotta like write out bitter gav. You don't gotta write the stomach out. Just I want an update on how they're related to whatever's going on currently.
Yeah,
That's
because
all.
it's been a while.
And again, it's good. Everything we've been getting so far is good. It's been satisfactory. They didn't just shoehorn in a character for 4 episodes to just like take away from the plot at the. So, I'm sorry, that's another legend.
That's a legend.
Sorry, Gav has been good though. It's really been good. I'm just worried. I think that's my main thing. I'm just worried. Anyone else?
Yeah,
guys?
no, I understand this.
All right, so Jukebox, I'll pass
All right.
the mic to you then.
Yeah, I will take that. All right. So, how do I feel about everything that's going on? I like Vram. I think Vram is very interesting. I like what they did with him in the beginning, where he's kind of showed off like the daily life of an average brand new part timer, which is kind of fun. So I like that introduction for him, and then we got his tragic backstory, which is a very quick way to get him like on side, but it works. Easiest way. An easy way to get a character on their side is to have killed their family members. There we go. That'll do it.
My brother's dead.
Also, I gotta point out, Shoma is like a master at actually convincing people to do what he wants. Like, Shoma's logic when he was talking to Vram was, and he was like, "Dude, you're just working for them," and Vram was like, "I don't care about." Or Vram said something, but then Shoma immediately turned around and was like, "So work with us and fight against them. Don't use their technology to just help them. You'll get nothing that way." Like, Shoma, when he wants to be very smart, he can be very smart. Which is really something to be said for a lot of the characters in this show. This show has some of the just like smartest writing. Characters are actually using their brains and thinking about things. And we see this. And it's just so good. It's so refreshing to see that in a writer's show. They're actually working out logic and using past events and all that fun stuff. And we got one of the best moments in the show, I gotta point out. When Shoma and Hanto have their second now heart-to-heart. And Shoma reveals basically everything to Hanto and gets him all caught up on everything. And Hanto's like, "Wait, why did you keep all this stuff from me for so long?" And Hanto's like, "Oh, wait. Fuck. I think about what I said. I'm a complete dick. Sorry about that, bro." And we get that. But we're still able to have conflict because then later, Shoma remembers that he actually met Hanto's mom, and it was very traumatizing, and Hanto's like, I know I shouldn't be mad at you. I know it's not your fault. You were just a kid. I know. But god damn it, that hurts. God damn it, that hurts so well. Oh, I love that. Gav has had some of the best writing in general I think I've seen in writer in a very, very long time.
Yeah, we were. I will say we've been on a string of hits and misses.
Yeah.
For a good couple years.
But overall, Gav has just been overall very top tier. The one thing complaint I do have is what Echo was voicing earlier, is that it is getting to the point where this whole bitter Gav thing kind of feels like filler. In that the main plot is dealing with the Stomach family, obviously. But now we have this clone saga. Basically, I'm just...
That's the best way I can
think
put
that's
it.
the best name for it, is just calling it the clone saga for now. Where we have this clone saga with Bitter Gav that's like, okay, this is a neat storyline, but can we get back to the main plot, please? It's been a minute.
Yeah, at least give us something to correlate it, you know? Because right now we're doing side quests. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like we're just doing side quests for now, to meet episode count or something. Which which is not necessarily a problem. It's just, I don't want to spend too much time on this and then the ending feels very rushed. Like, it sometimes does for these kinds of shows, so.
And, like, again, they're doing a good job with it, because I think we can agree on that, Jukebox. They're doing a good job with it, especially as they're using it to build the characters.
I don't think there's been a single, like, bad episode yet.
Yeah.
I've been very hyped for, like, every single episode, and I've been very satisfied so far with every single episode. It's just when you account for the overall picture right now and where we are at, it's kind of like, okay, we've been off the main trail for a bit. Let's get back on that.
Yeah. Because, again, they're using it to buff the characters, develop the characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doing a good job with that. But I agree with
They've been doing good things with this time off with this side trail, which very good. let's just not stay here for too long. That's all we're saying.
I agree with that. Also, the fights have been pretty good so far. Pretty good.
The fights have overall been pretty great. I feel like some of the things they're trying to do with the ice power is a little with all the extra CGI ice.
Yeah.
You know, some of that can come off a little but otherwise, when they actually bare bones fighting it out, it's great. And there's a lot of really fun sequences. Like a lot of the other Bittergav fights have been really good. Like the stuff he's doing with like the spitting out the sword, and then that one fight, the first time Gav and Hanto versus Bittergav, where they both shot the swords out and they clashed, and then they caught him in air. That was so good. That was fire. That whole fight was fire. But damn. Oh, and the Glotta fight. Glotta's great. But yeah, no, everything's been good. All right.
So, anyone else
want shout out to Sachika, just because we haven't mentioned her yet. Sachika's great. I love Sachika.
As a supporting cast member, she's doing a great job as a supporting cast member.
She's a really good supporting cast member. She's reminding me of the boy from Hibiki. In terms of you don't have to be a common writer to contribute. And
you don't need to be a common writer to contribute. She's doing that very well.
Yeah.
I've seen the fan complaints like we don't have a female writer here, which is true so far. And I get why people are frustrated about that again, because we've been going on such a good streak for a while. But Sachika just doesn't need it. We don't need... If we get someone else, another female character to be a writer, that'd be cool. But Sachika's been fine as she is.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
And the thing that's really impressed me is that she still feels relevant as a supporting character.
Yes.
Like, she's showing up, she's contributing. As opposed to, you're just... Like, oh, jeez.
Yo, actually...
Until she got turned into a MacGuffin, what's-her-face from Saber? The one who was always trailing around with the protag.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Mai?
Yeah, how she just kind of didn't matter until she became a MacGuffin. And they were like, oh, well, we need her now.
Oh, the motivation?
Yeah, how she just...
That's not...
She was just...
Are you talking the Luna? I think we're talking about the little girl who became the MacGuffin. Mai didn't really become a MacGuffin.
Oh, whatever. I don't remember. It was so unmemorable a series. Clearly, except for running up the Rainbow Bridge. With
that's Luna.
That's very memorable. Okay, a better example might even be Akiko from Double.
I was gonna say.
Because she's a support character, but she doesn't really do anything outside of the Dream episode.
I was gonna...
Or, rip Terui into shape. There's also that. She does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, like, our headcanon, to be honest.
I think they kind of confirmed that within...
the number of... Well, yeah, but that's all, like, not in show. And in show is the only thing that counts.
Even in
it's in the different show, Fudo PI.
Yeah, it's in the canonical stuff afterwards. Not in the main show.
If it's not the main show, it didn't happen.
Sure.
Except for the Skull episode, that happened.
I was gonna compare her to Tsukiyomi, where she kind of just like she's way better.
That's the best example, I think.
One. That's what
This is what happens. Yeah, Tsukiyomi is an example of what happens when you've got a character who, you desperately want to be relevant, and you give them writer powers and everything, and there's nothing there.
And like she didn't get anything until the very end, which makes
it immediately
worse.
got roundhouse kicked into unconsciousness.
That's what makes it worse, because it's like, okay. Sachika, what I like about her in comparison to Tsukiyomi for this case, she didn't turn on the main character when one bad thing happens. which is
Yeah.
our Clone Saga, right? Nah, she pulled up with a knife or whatever. Was it a knife spatula? I don't
Again,
know.
she
the
pulls up with a
fantastic
knife.
writing
She's
of
like,
this
I'm
show.
gonna deal with this.
She's like, I'm gonna
and
help
she's
out
like,
and
I
fight.
can't do that.
Yeah, like
This,
I
this
love
is
that.
not gonna work.
I love
I
that.
gotta point out, just again, the fantastic writing of the show. Sachika is there. Shoma's been missing for who knows how long. Suddenly, Honto versus like, yo, girl. Turns out that dude you've been hanging out with for like the past couple of weeks, he's a fucking monster. Don't let him in. She's like, what the heck are you talking about? No. I'm gonna trust Shoma. I've been with him way longer than you. I don't know where your brain is at, Honto, but let me believe in my friend, and you should do the same. And Honto was like, damn, she's right. Oh, I love her. Oh, I love her.
Right. And comparing that to Tsukiyomi, one bad thing happened. She's like, nope, I'm with you, Gates. We gotta kill him. What do you mean? Not
And
even.
Gates is just like, wait, what do you mean we got it? I thought we just resolved that we weren't gonna kill him.
Right.
Okay, guess we're going back down the hole.
Back down the
Yeah,
hole.
yeah, and he doesn't like he questions it for 2 seconds and immediately turns around. It's like, what are we doing?
And it was like right after he gets his power up, he gets GL2, Sogo gets GL2 after he fights another Ryuga, and it's like he's starting to unlock his time powers. And she's like, "Oh no, yeah, we gotta kill him." Like, what do you mean? Him and Gates struggled with this early on, and it was kind of resolved. But now you're like, "Yeah, we gotta kill him." All right. Anyway, Satsuki, so much better. Y'all continue. Yeah, continue.
Wait, what do you mean us continue? You were the one on the tangent.
No, I mean like I'm done with my tangent. we could talk more about how Gav's been so good so far. Frag or Blue? Anybody wanna hop in here?
It's been a good show so far.
There you go.
I kind of have the same concerns. Like, exactly as Jukebox said, I like this arc. It's a good arc. We're getting great character development moments, but it's like, this isn't really getting us towards our goal.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah,
how do we get closer to our goal?
How can we make those relate?
Right.
Know what
We
I'm
need to get back on track with the human trafficking / drug addiction / cannibalism / well, not really cannibalism. They are different species.
Yeah,
Human
true.
eating
Technically,
/
they were neither. So
yeah, all that fun stuff.
I had a fridge horror moment.
Oh lord.
Why exactly is it that the Granute, which we now know eat rocks,
Yes.
that's what they eat? What about us being converted into candy works for them?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we want to find out. But right now we're stuck in the Clone Saga.
I have concerns.
Yeah.
I will say, side note, I do like that it does feel like an actual world in the background there. Like, the Granute world feels very fleshed out so far. I kind of wish we had a greater view of overall like society, because they say because the basic story in the Granute world is this Sweets Corporation is trying to use illegal drugs to like take over, like actually like gain political power. Which is interesting. like if I remember correctly, they specifically wanted to say they want to get more high-class Granutes addicted to the dark treats. I want to see that. I want to see them trying.
I want to see where they go with that. They haven't, like, they've given us, like, they haven't even really given us what I would consider a full sketch of what Granute society looks like. There have been implications of a broader Granute society, but they haven't given us the full Monty, as it were. But they have done more than, say, Dawn Brothers ever did.
100% true.
Dawn Brothers, of course, didn't care. That wasn't the point.
Yeah.
Making sense and having a cohesive whole was never the goal.
Yeah.
But, like,
But I like a show where that is the goal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So this is. There's actually been other writer series that have kind of fumbled the ball on that. Um, Gaim's kind of a good example, um, where when we finally get introduced to the plant people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have a society of plant people. Didn't you know that?" And everyone's like, "Oh the fuck." Um, oh yeah, yeah, and we're like super super destructive, and we're actual total chodes, and douchebags and bitches alike, and everyone's like, oh, and except for the people who are like honchos in the corporation, like Sengoku, who's like, yeah, no, absolutely, I always knew this. Why didn't you know this? You guys should have paid attention. And it's like, nah, you literally made the plot point up just now. It's okay, we can tell. Um, and then they really don't have anywhere to go with it other than suddenly the protagonist and Baron need to fight again. So, and that was it.
I like how Blaze's brother has entered the battle.
That unwise, we should not do that. Making a mistake.
Like,
uh,
it's the fact no one understands the context for this little petty war, which makes this
I literally
hilarious.
spelled out the context.
Yeah, they still don't get it, which makes it so much funnier.
All right. Anyway, to wrap it up, Gav's been great. Keep up the writing. And let's get back to the main plot. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, so Blue, outside of fuck Victory Robo, because I know you're gonna say it, any thoughts on Gav?
Giggity! Fuck the Victory Robo. They're not beating the Build Kiva allegations, and that's all I have to say.
There is some very strong build / Kiva vibes. I do see where people are getting those from.
I like how I said
Any
I
given
don't
F-
even like mecha with lips, and they took it as an attack on trying to convince me that other mecha with lips look good.
Okay, this man has not seen the Fire Valkyrie from Macross 7, but it's okay. We forgive you.
Oh. This is hilarious. Alright.
It's just when lips are on mecha, it even like looking at any helmet designs where there are lips on it, I've never liked them.
Well, Sentai helmets I get. For mecha, it's more like that's just the head of the mecha. It's supposed to be just a robot head. So, as opposed to being a helmet that someone is wearing over their normal head. So,
Like there's a reason why I say the in space Zords are my favorite Zords. Not just because it's my favorite season, but I think those designs were some of the best.
I mean, you're not wrong. Mega Ranger has some very fire mecha designs.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's more so I like when they have almost like the almost like a ninja mask effect. There's very few that have a full like face that I actually fuck with.
Oh man.
We're just letting them continue their
Oh,
battling.
oh yeah, no, I like it's fine because like their battle is fine. It's funny to me because Blaze is just Blaze. He doesn't mean harm. It's just how he says some things. And Blue's just gonna be petty because it's Blue and he's funny. So it's like one funny dude and one unironically funny person just going back and forth in a funny way. It's fine to me. I don't care. I'm just making sure that we're all on the same page here. All right, but back to Gav. The fights are great, by the way.
I do fucks with the fight choreography heavy.
A lot of them have been very good.
Yeah, the first dark chocolate
Oh
fight,
yes, that
where
one.
he punches the dude partially into a wall and then bops him in the face.
Cause like,
Just point blank with the finisher.
yeah,
Just
that's a
Love
compliment I'll definitely give it. Cause we get the more
There's not there,
fantastical writer type of
and there,
battle with Shoma and Valen, not Valen, Ram.
Bittergav
Yeah,
or Vram.
yeah.
They were fighting Bittergav. Yeah,
When it comes
that's
to
what it
Valen, that's our secondary, right? Valen.
Yeah,
Okay. When it
yeah, we
comes to
should never have had two that start with a V and
yeah,
have an RL
yeah,
anywhere, and that was a mistake.
yeah, and there's a rawness to when Valen fights because he's not a grand like the other
I
two.
do. Yeah, I do say I do really like Valen. Valen doesn't feel like a fighter, and I mean
Yeah,
that in the best way. He's just going in there and scrapping,
yeah,
which
and that
especially Bitter Valen.
oh gosh, bro, when he punched dude or hit dude through the wall, went around the other side, just shot him in the face. I know Jukebox and Frag said it like a couple minutes ago. That was, and then his very first fight too. We talked about it when we went over the episode. Him
Oh yeah,
like
his first fight
struggling
is
to fight and
wild.
every. Oh gosh, so
after
good,
just getting out of surgery,
so
man.
good. It's so good, bro. So
I
like,
think Graham has my favorite choreography so far.
For sure, hands down.
slid in
Like
on the
we're getting some
knees.
good stuff out of everyone, but he's been great. One of the things that really has gotten me going is how clever some of the fights are.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, oh, they're using their environment well. There's lots of using the environment, particularly
Mm-hmm.
for Valen.
Oh yeah. That helps with the rawness of like how he fights. Cause he's just scrappy. It's literally
Like
life or
there's
death for him.
that one scene in the recent episode where they were climbing up like the fire escape and Bittergav pushing off, but they're in like an alleyway, so Valen just has like his back against the wall and his legs on the railing, just blasted him in the face.
Ugh, so good. Honestly, that's a compliment I can give to the entirety of the Reiwa era so far. Whether the seasons themselves are hit or miss, the fight scenes really good.
Yeah, fight choreography is basically all Railroad has been on fire. So
Hmm. They make use of the gimmick well for some fight scenes, and the motif and just like the setting overall for each season. They make good use of it, and I'm okay with that. Whether the story around that's good is another conversation. But you know what I'm getting at.
In the most recent episode, the one that aired today, technically, Ram. Of course, all these folks were like, he hasn't lost his aura. That man was doing some things. I was like, oh, he's back.
I love it. I love it. That's the oh okay yep perfect. Best way to describe it. Oh he back. He never left,
I
but
will.
like he back.
One of my complimenting Bram a little bit. Bram has probably my favorite use of invisibility powers in Kamen Rider so far. Because when he went invisible the first time against those two just random mooks, and it's just like a fucking horror movie for a second, where you see
Yeah.
the chainsaw cutting into the wall. It's so good. That was so good.
Also,
And then he knocks everyone down the stairs and slides on him as he's going with the chainsaw on his neck. Bram is brutal.
love it. It also it like for a season with the snacks being a motif, bruh. They ain't gotta do all that. They ain't gotta do all that. It's crazy.
I think that's the other thing that gets me is like when you think about what the motif for this season is and think, well, how can snacks be menacing or anything like that? And then you watch it and you watch them start scrapping and you're like, oh.
Right? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I can't give enough praise to the Reiwa era fights. And like for the most part, they do unique things with with each Reiwa fight. Sometimes you'll get like one of my favorite fights from Kira Major, for example, where they get that long cutscene fight, like continuous shot. That's what I want to say. Where they're kind of just like scrapping in the warehouse and like there's no cuts in the fight. It's just you can see the camera actually move from one spot to the other. That kind of thing. That was cool. Uh, or
I don't remember what fight you're talking about in Kira Major. I'm sorry.
it's 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 it's
One of the GoPro fights.
yeah, that essentially.
I'm sure it was
Red
that.
the
It's been
Zero,
so long
yeah,
since Kira Major.
like 5 years. It's 5 years old.
Yeah.
Zero wasn't in that fight. It was the others, and it was the other five. And that it was really good. That's pretty much I can say it. And you felt the teamwork in that one too, because that was more like a standard Sentai. So like you could see the teamwork and all that. It was just pretty standard, but it was really good. And when we jump to things like Zenkaiger is just wacky. The way they use the previous Sentai powers to solve things is just wacky. Also, the
There,
Geartalinger, they
there.
just shoot. They don't care.
Oh god, there are certain scenes in Zenkaiger where you look at it, especially when they're unmorphed and they're just firing the the changer at people, and you're like, what is this show even about?
Right. The gimmick in the early episodes where their changer is a gun. And
Yeah,
all the bad
like
guys are just lined up in the side while they're figuring out how to work the gun.
I
And one of them just gets shot.
I
Like, oh,
gotta find
didn't
the
mean to
clip.
fire that.
I gotta find the clip because it's Zox and
Oh, I
Kaito.
know exactly what clip you're talking about.
Like if you can pull that up and we can show it. They just firing for no reason and it's just hilarious. Like they do
Hold on,
good they do
I
good
think
with
I can find it.
and on the opposite end to its writer counterpart with Revice, specifically the family. The tag teaming they do is cool. That's one thing I can give it. Whether it's Daichi and Daiji, I said Daichi and Iki doing a combo, or Iki and Vice doing combos, or uh, I want to say soccer, but I feel like that's not right. Whether it's like
No,
uh,
yep, that was her name, Sakura.
okay, yeah, whether like it's the three of them fighting with their demons. There's a tag team aspect to it, and with Icky and Vice, it feels like a wrestling match. It's really good. It doesn't help that Vice actually did a pile driver on somebody, but that that works for those fight scenes. And like we talked about with Gilzuger, there's fighting game combos in there, and like it, the very first episode went so viral. The FGC found it, Harada found it, and they were like everybody loved it. And now they're trying to find ways to watch it. Minus Harada, he can watch it easily. But I mean, like everyone else who's not in Japan and a part of the FGC is trying to see these combos and like cool stuff right there. There's always some something to work with the gimmick. And you know what? I'm giving praise to Saber here. The sword fighting, they do good with the sword fighting, especially for like Buster, cause he got that big plexiglass little plastic sword that he got to fight with. But like,
Hell, I
there's
wish it was plexiglass. Dude, shit's like polystyrene foam.
yeah, but like
It's
when he
adorably floppy.
yeah okay. But like when he fights, there's a weight behind it because of like the choreography for it. You can feel the weight with his
Yes.
swings,
No,
and
it's
that's
great
good.
acting because it is not a heavy op. Well, it's probably fairly heavy, but it's still like a big
Yes,
floppy
this
thing.
this is the scene right here. This is it. Let's see if I can.
I knew that's what you were talking about because
Yep.
I thought it was like, yeah, if you show people this scene with no context, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this show even about?"
Yup. Yup. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull it up here.
Pull it up, Echo.
Okay, there we go. All right. Gotta pull it up. Um, I'll be on stream. There you go. I see that. All right, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I'm gonna show it on stream. They just shoot. What is? I just love that.
It's just the fact that that my man Kaido is just yelling.
It's so funny, bro. Just firing for no reason. No reason. Like,
And Zox is over there like, I'm just going along with it.
fuck it, we shoot. Like, bruh. Oh. But yeah, I think each season does a good job when it comes to its fight scenes, and like we praised Gab, Gab is no exception. I think that's why I like Fallon's fight scenes the most, because there's like rawness to it. That's the best way I can put it.
Also, a lot less reliance on CGI for the most part.
True. But also, another good thing about the Railway era, I already brought it up when I talked about Revice. When they do combo fights, when they do like team fights against like a big bad or monster or whatever, they doing team ups. Like when they fought Bitter Gab for the first time, and Valen and Shoma did the cream donut combo thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to word that properly, but like they
There is no way you can phrase that isn't
They
going
literally made a cream donut and used it to blow Bitter Gav up. I don't know. There's no other way to phrase that.
There's nothing else you can say. I mean, there's no way to phrase it in a way that isn't going to come across to the outsider as, excuse me, what did they just say?
right. I'm sorry, but like that was a cool combo. Also, using like the marshmallow words that pop up, the automatopoeia or whatever. Using that when it pops up as like parts of the
Did we
stage.
only see Marshmallow that one time?
No, more than once. It was more than once.
Right. But Marshmallow was underutilized, which, take it what you will about how Marshmallow looks. Whether that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there since you brought up the form. So.
Yeah. Also, Gab swarms are pretty good. They do a good job with them. I can't hate. I can't hate too much. I think Marshmallow.
I do like that he has a. Considering what we just came off of with Gotchard and even Geets and all that, Yav has a lot less forms, which I think is a strength in this case. It makes a lot of the other forms more like unique, and he's able to do. They are able to get more creative than if they had like a whole bunch of different ones that all had various things that they had to do. So, yeah.
I think what helped Geets fight scenes though, when they did it, was the switching gimmick between the top and bottom half. That was some cool stuff.
Geets had a good gimmick to go along with it. So
Gotchard, unfortunately, they didn't utilize it well enough. They had a couple episodes where he would switch between like the chemis, but then they did nothing with it. We had to go over all the other chemi forms that weren't in show on an episode.
right.
Like, what are we? Alright, I'm sorry. Gotchard, I can't keep defending you like this.
Are you defending? Question mark.
I'm critiquing. But listen, alright, y'all know what I'm trying to say here. They do some stuff. And like it's later with Gotchard where they start making use of the alchemy when he's fighting. Some creative stuff there. Yeah. Oh, Blaze is back to taunt more. Shut up, Blaze, for a second. Shut up for a second. I'm talking. Alright. But yeah, there's a. That's all I got. Oh, and he leaves.
Now he's gone. You scared him off. You scared him off, Echo.
Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for Gab. Any closing thoughts for you guys? Because so far, superhero time has been hit.
It seems like a good start to 2025. I hope it continues for the rest of the year. We'll see where it goes.
Yep.
Like, we don't know anything about Ultraman Omega yet, but,
I'm hoping for Ultraman Omega to be good because Arc out here.
me and Frag had fun with Arc. I know you have your problems with it, but...
Arc was okay. It is a Blazar was a very tough act to follow. I felt Arc did all right. It by no means perfect, but Blazar's way better. But
Yes.
compared to even say Trigger, I'd rather watch Arc again than Trigger.
I like how Blaze's brother stepped into the battle too. Good job, Arc. Arc and Blazer, bro. Sick. But all right. So before we close this episode off, next week we will go over, or at least talk about the super forms from our Ranger side of things.
All right. Upgrade.
So
are we gonna tier it, or are we just gonna talk about it?
Yeah, I'll try to get the tier list set up together. We'll go over how we'll see the change. Probably not the fight, but we'll see like the transformation into it and go from a design perspective from there.
All right, I'm down. I'm down.
We're jumping both sides of the Ranger fence for this one. It'll be fun. I'll try to see who will be available for it. If not, it'll be the three to four of us. It's all good. It's all good. Let's have some fun. We gonna critique. We gonna talk. It's all good. Anybody else got anything to wrap up? What y'all got planned for the week in terms of content? What's going on? Blaze out here ripping me off.
I don't make any
other
content
change.
outside of this, so nothing.
Alright. We know where Jukebox will be.
I'll be at work.
Stuck to the floor as a jukebox is.
Yes, as a jukebox.
Blaze ripping me off, talking about never change. Alright, buddy. Alright. Frag, what you got planned for the week in terms of content?
I'll be reading the last installment of the first book of the Full Metal Panic series. So you can have your giant robot rom-com.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have not been turning into your... What?
Yeah, so there's a series, it's been around for a while, called Full Metal Panic! And it is a rom-com that also has military thriller giant robot usage.
Okay. Alright. Interesting choice.
It works. And it's translated into English, so I can read it aloud.
Okay, I might have to. The problem is you work literally, or you stream like literally in the middle of my day. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I be trying to pull up, Frag. I really do.
I don't expect anyone to watch them live, so.
That is fair.
You still the homie. You gotta show up when you can.
Right, I'm the only homie though. He said I am the homie, so I must be the only one.
Bro act like bro saying he number one. That's cool. Alright, so Blue.
Number one Sentai, go do job.
Any plans, bro?
Fuck Victory Robo.
That's not a plan.
Okay, which one do you marry and which do you kill, though?
Oh god.
Kill Victory Robo. Fuck Jin, and marry Jin.
See, I thought the Astro Megazord was gonna be a part of this somehow, some way. But alright, we good. Just follow him on TikTok if you haven't already. While you still can. We don't know what's going on with that.
Dare.
But we here for the fun. We here for the games. That's all it is. Oh, also I gotta make the clan for shit. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you son of a bitch. He brought in the Astro Megazord. Oh, you son
My
of a bitch.
favorite, my all-time favorite.
The favorites are going back and forth. Oh, no. Now, hold on. The Astro Mega ship using the the SWAT Megazord as a cannon.
Why would he? Why would he do that when he can go Astro Delta and have shoulder guns?
All right, but combine them all. Why not?
Eh.
Like, you son of a bitch.
Echo just wants to team up with you, Blue.
It's all right. Nah. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Trying to keep the peace out here. I don't want to fight those. I like those. All right. Anyway, man,
Oh, Zoids had a crossover. I forgot about this.
with
Zoids
Monster
had
Hunter,
a Monhun crossover. Yeah.
Mitsuzune.
Zoids will do literally anything other than make more Zoids content. It's uncanny.
We got
They
the
will cross
Rajang
over.
and Mitsuzune crossover. What the fuck?
Yeah, they'll do a crossover with friggin' Pat Labor, which is a very different giant robot show. But they won't make a new Zoids series, and certainly not a new Zoids game. Certainly not a new Zoids game that has online multiplayer.
Right?
God damn it, Zoids Wild. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a weird time. Looking at you, Scramble. Looking at you. You
Yeah,
came out around the
that's
same
another
time.
one.
What's up with y'all? Alright, anyway. That,
Speaking of weird crossovers, MLB did a crossover with Demon Slayer.
what the fuck?
What?
We already had the
Yeah, it
Lakers
was
in One Piece. So what the fuck? Alright.
that was
What?
yeah. Anime has been crossing over into sports for a minute now, but yeah, there was I think it was promotion for the new Demon Slayer movie. Um, the commercial was kind of fire. I can't even lie.
And when you say the MLB, you mean like the American MLB, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, sure.
Hey man.
Who are they trying to appeal to?
Yes.
What is the
I
target
think
audience?
it well.
What? What? How big is that Venn diagram?
Listen.
I gotta know.
It's a pretty narrow. It's like a toenail sliver, roughly. I'm guessing.
Listen.
It's probably bigger than either of us think it is, because anime is now so super normie mainstream. But even so,
Oh, there's a lot of Japanese players in the MLB now.
I guess that's fair.
Listen.
I know there's a couple.
The NFL,
Well,
the
even when
NFL
I was
spiked
big
with
then.
Taylor
Having
Swift,
Japanese
bro. It is
players
possible.
and using Japanese media to promote the game to Western audiences are two very different things.
Hey, the Western audience loves anime. All right.
Yes, but it's also one of those things where, depending on what players you're using, specifically, oh god, why am I blanking on his name? Oh fuck, hold on,
You're not thinking of Tanjiro, right?
no,
Okay, cool.
Shohei Otani. Using Shohei Otani as your as the player that you're marketing around is the smartest choice because he is arguably the most famous baseball player, both in America and in Japan.
Ah. I don't know anything about baseball, so you don't.
Man.
These are all foreign words to me.
Okay. Look. Nah, I lost my train of thought when it came to weird crossovers. Anything can happen, bro. I'm trying to think of one that like caught me off guard when you actually think about it. It was not the Sonic Progressive commercial. That was still weird to me because I'm like, what the fuck? No, it wasn't that.
Well, that was like for the movie, right?
No, it wasn't for the movie. It was just a random commercial they did.
But like when you say you mean Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, they went with the game model. He was just running around looking for car insurance. Weird. It was weird. But no, I'm trying to think of something else. I'll
Have you ever seen
remember it.
that meme from
I
start
will
of?
remember it
Have you
eventually.
ever seen that one picture of Picard from New Generation doing that face palm?
Yeah.
That's me right now. That's
'Cause you're like,
that's
what?
me right now.
Like, no, because Flo legit stopped him and went, hey, don't run it around. We got plenty of insurance. It's just, it was so weird. God damn it, what was the thing I'm thinking of? I'll remember it by next week, no worries.
Nah, you good. You don't need to.
Nah, I got to now. I have to. I'm probably gonna
Whatever.
forget about it during the week, so it's fine. Shoot. Alright, anyway. That wraps the show up. So far, so good, superhero time. Keep it up,
Yeah, keep it up.
please.
Good 2025. Let's go.
Hopefully a good 2025. Anyway.
Fingers crossed.
Alright, we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm ending it.